1930 311 2015 023. Current is known to be setting 020 degrees true. Find the position of the vessel 1900 hours and 2015 hours. The three bearings are given. So we'll be plotting the three bearings first. And entirely different procedure. Each problem has got a different procedure. So you should see this procedure. Let us take a digest of the plus joint.
सर फर्स्ट स्टेप पे सबका बेयरिंग ले लेंगे ना सर?
Yeah, first plot all three bearings. Then we'll see this. Okay, 1900 hours. One bearing is 282. Next, your 311.
सर उत्कलिपन से 232 है ना सर? नो सर,
Auto course.
ओके कोर्स.
Okay, these are the three bearings are given. Now next step is that draw perpendicular to the center bearing. Perpendicular to the center bearing through clip-on. Suppose the A is the lighthouse. Through A, draw perpendicular to the center bearing. This is a line we are drawing perpendicular to the center bearing here, 311 1930 bearing. Draw the perpendicular, then the distance ratio. Step by step, distance ratio. Distance ratio means that first two time interval 1900 and 1930. Your speed is given 12 knots. So first distance in half an hour is 6 miles. Second interval 1930 to 2015. Time interval is 45 minutes. Engine speed 12 knots, so 9 miles. So ratio becomes 6 by 9. You can reduce the ratio by 2 by 3. You can increase also.
सर एक मिनट सर, ये परपेंडिकुलर के बाद क्या बताया आपने?
Draw the three bearings, then draw perpendicular to the center bearing through the lighthouse. So click
Yes,
on
sir, हो गया।
lighthouse. We have done the perpendicular to the center bearing.
हाँ सर, बना लिया सर।
After that, take the ratio or the distance ratio. You can take time ratio also. I will be showing it, both become same. Time ratio and distance ratio both are same. You can take any one. I'm just showing that time ratio now. Time ratio means that first time interval was 30 minutes. Second time interval was 45 minutes. That means becomes 2/3. After that, you can increase the ratio. 2/3 means 0.66 value. You can make it a 4/6 also. 4/6 also value 0.66. You can make it a 6/9 also. All ratio values are same. So we can see that distance ratio, if you take the distance traveled between 1900 to 1930 in half an hour, 6 miles, and second time interval was 45 minutes, and the distance traveled in 45 minutes is 9 miles. So if you take the distance ratio 6/9, after that you can decrease, increase. So time ratio also value comes same. So you can take any one, distance ratio or time ratio, any one you can take. Both will be same. So any ratio, all, suppose somebody is taking 6/9, somebody is taking 4/6, all answers will come same. Irrespective of any ratio you take, as per the values what I have shown you, any ratio if you take, all answers will come same. Okay, suppose I take the ratio 4/6. You can take 6/9 also. Somebody do the 6/9 also.
सर तो फर्स्ट टू सेकंड का टाइम और सेकंड टू थर्ड का टाइम ही रेशियो है।
Yes, first and second ka time and second and third ka time ka ratio. The first time was 30 minutes. So if I take the 4/6 ratio, first distance on the perpendicular line, that red line what I plot, cut 4 miles. And if you take the 6/9 ratio, cut 6 miles. Any ratio, all answers will come same.
सर ये वाला पार्ट नहीं समझे सर, कैसे आपने आर्क लिया?
From A, first you take the ratio. Ratio, there are so many ratios I have written, any ratio you take. I am taking 4/6 for the showing that you can take 2/3 also. 2/3 become too small. Instead of a 2/3, you can take 6/9 also. 2/3 also answer will come same. It is not that different answer will come. So that means first time interval was less. That means that 4/6 ratio of 4 miles will be on the lesser time interval side. So A to B I am cutting 4 miles because I am taking the 4/6 ratio. You may do by the 6/9 also or 2/3 also. Repeatedly I am telling.
सर पहले का जो टाइम डिफरेंस था 30 हुआ, इस वजह से आपने कम उस साइड लिया।
Yes. A कम है because it is less, that's why the distance also less on this side. And this side is more, so distance also will be more on this side.
सर ये जो डिस्टेंस रेशियो लिया है 6/9, ये कैसे है सर?
Distance ratio, अरे वो fast distance time interval कितना है? Half an hour. What are the
Yes, sir.
engine speed is giving 12 knots. So in half an hour में what are the distance covered? 6 miles. We have taken 6. Next is the second and third bearing, 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, engine speed is 12 knots. What? How much distance will covered by engine? 9 miles. We have taken 6 by 9. Distance covered. First interval distance covered, second interval distance. As per the engine speed.
सिंपलीफाई किया आपने सर ये 2/3 12/18
You can divide, no? 6 by 9 को छोटा नहीं कर सकता, 3 से
हाँ सर
divide
ये
करो.
सर भाई सिंपलीफाई किया मतलब
Yeah, simplify किया. You can increase, decrease ratio, anything you can do. All values will be same. 6 by 9 value is 0.66, 2.2 by 3 also 0.66, 12 by 18 also 0.6.
सर ये
Okay,
जो
sir,
लाइन परपेंडिकुलर में एबीसी डाला है सर एक बार बता देना सर
A is the lighthouse and I have chosen the ratio 4 by 6. You can choose any ratio. If you choose the 6 by 9, cut AB distance is equal to 6 and AC distance 9. I am showing as per the 4 by 6, because of that I am cutting the AB 4 miles. It is not there 4 by 6 is 9. You can take 6 by 9 also. Do it by 6 by 9. Cut AB distance 6 and AC distance 9. Somebody take AB distance 2 and AC distance 3.
सर
That
एबी काम
also.
क्यों लिया
Huh?
एबी काम क्यों लिया सर
In the perpendicular, this is the procedure of solving the AB is the perpendicular to the center bearing, and as per the ratio, we'll cut the distance. After that, we'll be plotting the center bearing ka parallel. Once you get the B point and C point as per the ratio,
सर ये डिस्टेंस रेशियो एक बार दोबारा समझा दो ये समझ नहीं आया
distance ratio, what is the time interval between first and second bearing? Half an hour, no? Half an hour mein engine speed is 12 knots given. So how much is the distance covered in half an hour? 6 miles.
6
So I've written 6. And the second time interval is 45 minutes. Engine speed 12 knots. In 45 minutes, vessel will travel 9 miles. So 6 by 9 is the distance ratio.
तो ये जो परपेंडिकुलर पे प्लॉट करेंगे डिस्टेंस भी कर सकते हैं टाइम दोनों में से कुछ भी प्लॉट कर सकते हैं
कुछ भी कर सकते हो, कुछ भी, all will be same. इस रेशियो छोटा भी ले सकते हो, बड़ा भी ले सकते हो, कुछ भी कर सकते हो. All answer will come.
सर ये जो आप बी से ड्रॉ कर रहे हो वो भी परपेंडिकुलर है ना सर
Yes, B say I am drawing the perpendicular to the red line and this is parallel to the center bearing. Automatically it will be the parallel. If you draw the perpendicular, it will automatically it will be the center bearing ka parallel. So we have drawn the
सर ये
parallel
मतलब
to
कुछ
the
भी ले सकते सर ये मतलब कुछ भी ले सकते हो ना आप ए से बी बी से सी या सी से बी बी से कुछ भी ले लो
कुछ भी ले लो, but वो साइड में कम होना चाहिए. First interval, time interval कम है, so we cannot take AB is equal to 6 and AC equal to 4. No, that you cannot take. Because the first time interval was 30 and second time interval was 45 minutes. So A का जो right hand side में वो distance should be less and other one should be more. And ratio you can take anything. Time ratio ले सकते हो, distance ratio ले सकते हो, 2/3 कर सकते हो, anything. But this side में कम होना चाहिए because the time is less on this side. This side is half an hour and left side is your 45 minutes. So we have, after taking the ratio, we have drawn the parallel to the center bearing, and when you draw the parallel to the center bearing up to the first bearing and the third bearing, and we got the DE is the point, and we join we join D, E and E. This and D. So you will get a postmate good line. We don't get position. D is not the position, E is not the position. Why it is not position? Suppose somebody takes the 2/3 ratio. Okay. I have taken 4/6. Suppose somebody takes the 2/3. So you will draw this side 2 miles and this side 3 miles. If you draw the 2/3 ratio, and you'll find that if you join, these lines will be all parallel. These lines, look at that, any ratio, this line will be parallel. This is a unique feature of this. Look at that, Chota one, I am drawing that 2/3 ratio. 2/3 ratio also we get a postmate good line. All lines, any ratio you take, all lines will be the parallel lines.
सर ऐसा होगा कि जो ओरिजिनल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड है जैसे कि इसमें 6/9 है वो करने से डायरेक्ट पोजीशन आ जाए?
नहीं, पोजीशन नहीं आएगा।
ओके
पोजीशन नहीं आएगा। पोजीशन के लिए डिस्टेंस नहीं, पोजीशन के लिए तुम्हारा लाइट हाउस से डिस्टेंस चाहिए। That you cannot, where the current is there, that distance you will never get the position.
सर
हाँ,
सर अगर इस क्वेश्चन में 1900 to 1945 और 1945 to 2015 होता तो ए बी का आर्क 6 माइल्स मारते ना हम लोग।
if the 19 to 1945 means 45 minutes में 9 miles and next one 1945 to कितना बोला? 2015.
2015
हाँ? Next time
2015 1945 sir.
2015 to 19, then it will be the 30 minutes. So this would have been ulta. First would have been 6 miles and next would have been the 4. Okay, if the middle time is 1945 and the second one, third one is 2015, that means first time interval is 45 and second one is 30. So ratio would have been 9/6 or 3/2 or 18/12 or 6/4. Okay, so जो छोटा सा जो I've drawn it is not a requirement. I just try to show you that if you take the any other ratio, it becomes parallel. Okay, so I'm just छोटा one go, I just remove it. It is now once you got the D line you have joined and you got the postmate good line. Now draw the
ज्वाइन करेंगे
huh?
बी और सी से सर परपेंडिकुलर ज्वाइन करेंगे।
Yes, from the B, draw parallel to the center bearing, parallel to the center bearing or perpendicular to the line that we have put a red line we have joined, uska perpendicular. It's better to use the term parallel to the center bearing. Parallel. BD and the 311 because your bearing and parallel. Similarly, CE and 311 bearing line is parallel. Okay, after that, next step is the CTS is given, force is giving 232. From D, draw 232. From D, draw 232 and engine speed is 12 knots, 1900 to 2015, 1 hour and 15 minutes, cut 15 miles. Now the course
32 का बनाएंगे
232 into 15 miles.
सर डी से क्यों? अच्छा वो क्योंकि वो
Because
स्टार्टिंग
there is
वाला
a-
बेरिंग है.
This is a course made good line we got. Now from the D point, draw the CTS 232. And because the time interval between first and third is 1 hour 15 minutes, engine speed 12 knots. So on the CTS, engine speed you should cut and cut 15 miles in 1 hour 15 minutes and get a point E. And you are getting a point E. From E,
सर ई पॉइंट आप यूज कर चुकी हो पहले.
एफ ले लो सर, एफ ले लो.
already have used. Okay, DF. Let's go F. Okay. Okay, we have put a F. So now DF is your 15 miles. Now we will be using the current. Current is giving 0 to 0. Apply
Sir,
current
why
at
15
the
minutes, sir?
Huh?
15 minutes.
15 miles. What is the time interval between first bearing and third bearing? 1 hour 15 minutes. Engine speed is 12 knots.
Okay, sir.
So distance covered in 1 hour 15 minutes is 15 miles. So DF is your 15 miles. After this, from F, draw the current 0 to 0. I'm drawing the 0 to 0 and these are my 3 arrows. Only direction till the course made good line so that I complete the triangle. So this is my current 0 to 0, only direction. And it is cutting the CNG line at a point G. So that means we have completed one triangle, delta foxtrot golf. This triangle, each side represent 1 hour and 15 minutes. Each side of this triangle is representing 1 hour and 15 minutes. After this, from G or through
सर
G,
1 आवर का भी तो ले सकते थे ना सर.
1 hour we cannot take because the first bearing and third bearing is your 1 hour 15 minutes.
Okay, sir.
We cannot take. We can take half an hour, 19 to 19:30. This half an hour we can take, but 1 hour in this problem we cannot take. Okay, that half an hour we can take, but I'll not discuss now. Once you go a little advanced stage, then only we'll discuss all this. Otherwise, all will get messed up. Now through G transfer fast bearing. First bearing was 282. Now through G, draw parallel to the first bearing, means I'm transferring the first bearing to the G point. This is a parallel. I put a double arrow as a head. First bearing I am transferring. The first bearing I have transferred through G. That means first bearing I have transferred to what time? After 1 hour and 15 minutes. That means 2015. This first bearing I have transferred to 2015. Now 2015 I got two bearings. One is the 023 and other one is your on the red line what we have just now we have drawn. The transferred PL.
ये ट्रांसफर PL
Intersection
1930 की नहीं हो सकती.
1930 ka, then you have to make a half an hour triangle. Then you have to make a half an hour triangle. This triangle I made 1 hour and 15 minutes. The DF I have cut for 1 hour 15 minutes. It cannot be half an hour
Okay, sir.
triangle.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
So once these two are intersecting, this is my circle what I am putting in. This is my position of the vessel at 2015. So this is your H point. H is the vessel's position at 2015. Your H is the vessel's position at 2015. In the question, if you read the question, what is asked? They are asking the 2015 hours position only. Post made good and speed made good. Now, if they ask, I got all answers. I can write up to this. But if they ask, what is the position of the vessel at 1900 hours, or position of the vessel was at 1930. If they ask, then what I should do? CNG back, like your other problems we have done. We'll draw the course made good back, parallel to the course made good. I'll draw back. If they ask, I'll do that. If they don't ask, will not do. In this problem, they have not asked. Oh no, 1900 hours position chahiye. Yes. Here 1900 hours also chahiye. Yes, we have to draw back. Okay. So this is your course made good. I am drawing back. Drawing back means parallel. And wherever it cuts the first bearing, suppose that this is your cutting your I point. This will be your position of the vessel at 1900 hours. This is my circle. I am putting it. This is my vessel's position at 1900 hours. This is I. We got 1900 hours position. We got 2015 hours position. If they ask 1930 hours position, then this point will be my 1930 position. Because the post made good line is cutting the middle bearing. So this is my J, and J will be my position of the vessel at 1930. Now you see that there is a parallelogram formed. Delta Golf Hotel India. Delta Golf Hotel India is a parallelogram.
Yes.
Delta India and the Golf Hotel parallel. Delta Golf and the Hotel India, we have drawn parallels, course made good. So they are all parallel. That means, and this triangle was Delta Foxtrot Golf was 1 hour 15 minutes triangle. That means distance made good. DMG in 1.25 hour, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, 9 to 2015. DMG in 1.25 hour is your DG or IH, anyone. Therefore, speed made good is equal to distance made good divided by time. The distance made good, you take any one, DG or IH, any one, and divided by 1.25 hour, you get your speed made good. CMG is the IH, I2H or D2G or D2E, all are course made good, any one. D to G or I to H, all are your course made good. We got our answers. Course made good we got. Speed made good we got. Positions, all three positions we got. Now look at now, solve and see that how close the answers are coming.
सर जब इसमें F पॉइंट से करंट ड्रॉ किया था G पॉइंट का, तो अगर वो E पॉइंट पे ही आता तो दैट मींस B और E हमारी पोजीशन है.
Yes, correct. If by chance that a G point is coinciding with a E, that means that is your position of 2015 and D will be the position at 1900 hours.
सर इसके पीछे का एक लॉजिक दोबारा बता दो. जो हमने फर्स्ट बियरिंग ट्रांसफर करी है, तो इंटरसेक्शन से वो कैसे पोजीशन हो गई उस टाइम की
Because
2015 की?
this is the running fix we have applied. D2F is the current, D2F is the CTS, F2G is the current, and running fix may what you do, we transfer the PL after the making the triangle. So F2G is the, this is your DFG is the triangle for 1 hour 15 minutes, and running fix or transfer of position line, how you do that? Exactly same principle. That first position line we have transferred to G. Transfer of position line, what you do? Take any point and draw the course, then apply the current and transfer the PL. But normal running fix may your rate of current also given. In this problem, rate of current is not given. Because of that, initially you could not apply your running fix method at the beginning itself. Running without that perpendicular ratio, without that we could not do it because the rate of current not given in the question. If the rate of current is given, all these things will not do. We start from any point on the first bearing, draw the course, apply the current, and complete the triangle, and simply we transfer the PL. But here we could not do it. Why we could not do it? Because the rate of current in the problem not given. Because of that, we have to do by this method only. There is no other method. Running fix के लिए current का direction and the rate दोनों चाहिए. Pure running fix method I am talking about.
सर ये जी के बाद दोबारा बता दो, वो पॉइंट जी आया उसके बाद.
G का बाद transfer the first PL. First PL, what is the PL position line 1900 hours to 82. That black line draw parallel through G. And that means we are transferring 1900 position line to 2015. And put a double head, double arrow. And this position line and the third position line, wherever it cuts, that is a position. Because at 2015 we got now two information. One is the black line, original, and red one which you have transferred the first PL. At 2015 we got the two informations, two PL. And intersection of the two PL is the position of the vessel at 2015.
Okay sir, वो point H मतलब 2015 का हो गया है ना?
Yes, that was the position. H is the 2015 का position.
सर वो फिर 90 जैसे वो PL मारी है तो वो सेकंड वाले में भी लग रहा है, तो 1930 का वही पोजीशन नहीं हो जाएगा?
नहीं, वो तो है, वो टाइम देखो, टाइम वो जो बीच में जो इंटरसेक्टिंग दैट इज 1930. ये जो पोजीशन लाइन है,
हाँ सर मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि वो 1930 का नहीं हो जाएगा फिर?
नहीं, because this PL is 2015 and the middle PL is 1930, दोनों सेम टाइम का होना चाहिए. ये जो ट्रांसफर किया था जो पोजीशन लाइन, डबल एरो जो हेड है, That is your 2015. And
Understood,
the
understood, sir.
middle line is 1930. दोनों same time का होना चाहिए. How can you get a position? I told you the two information same time. They are not in the same time.
सर ये जो हमने बेयरिंग ट्रांसफर करी है इसकी, ये बेसिकली एक तरह की पोजीशन लाइन हो गई ना सर, मतलब दो
Yes,
position
that's a position line. 2015 का position line. Correct. Vessel on the transferred PL, that red one, which you have transferred. Vessel is on this line at 2015. Vessel anywhere on the black line, that is your 023 bearing at 2015. Intersection H point only satisfies both line. That's why that is the position.
तो CMG 248 आ रहा है.
कितना?
248.
3 degree. Anybody else is doing?
सर 249 आ रहा है सर. 249.
सर 249.5.
Okay, 249.5. ठीक है. 3 degree का difference is okay.
पर सर SMG जो है वो 8.8 आ जा रहा है.
हाँ सर, मेरा भी सेम सर 8.8 आ रहा है.
8.7 8.8 आ रहा है सर.
8.4 आ रहा है सर.
0.1 आ रहा है सर.
ठीक है. देखो पोजीशन कितना ऑफ है देन 1900 आवर्स पोजीशन.
1900 में लॉन्गिट्यूड से 16 डिग्रीज आ रहा है. 16 डिग्रीज 2 मिनट्स.
No, plotting absolutely wrong. 1900 का 16 degrees 02 minutes है, 8 माइल का difference. No. वो bearing something is wrong.
1556 आ रहा है.
1556 आ रहा है.
Yes, सर, वो पोजीशन सेम आ रहा है सर.
पोजीशन ठीक है. That means all ठीक है. That means plotting.
सर यहाँ पे समझ नहीं आया कि यहाँ पे रेट ऑफ करंट नहीं दिया हुआ है, तो AG
They may ask rate of current. I can find out the rate of current easily. They have not asked, so I have not written. I can write rate of current.
आ रहा है 5%.
But rate of current का answer तो नहीं दिया. Rate of current they have not asked in the question. But if they ask the rate of current, I can find out the rate of current. Drift divided by time. So what is the drift? Drift is your F to G. F to G is the drift. Fg divided by 1.25 is my rate of current. If they ask, they have not asked, so I am not doing it.
सर तो रेट ऑफ करंट तो दिया है ना सर क्वेश्चन में 020 डिग्री.
अरे वो डायरेक्शन दिस इज सेट. वो वेलोसिटी किधर है? सेटिंग डायरेक्शन रेट इज स्पीड वेलोसिटी.
सर हम लोग कोई भी रेशियो ले तो रेट ऑफ ये सेम ही आएगा ना सर?
सेम ऑल. I told you somebody should do. I told you that somebody should do a 6/9 ratio. All answers will come same. Any ratio. But एक साइड में कम एक साइड में ज्यादा वो होना चाहिए. Three bearings, there are many varieties. This is the simplest one on the three bearing, but the procedure is same. That the perpendicular of the center bearing. Actually, I am not telling you going in the. You can draw any line that, but follow this. You can draw any line. वो जो perpendicular draw किया, वो can without perpendicular also answer will come same. But I am not going in the advanced one. Follow this. That draw the perpendicular center bearing, taking ratios. These are the basic. After the break, I will be doing another three bearing. You will be finding the three bearing. Another problem. Initial procedure will be same, and answers also whatever they ask will be doing it. Will be getting it. But some procedure will be slightly different. There are some varieties are there. Three bearing not only one type. In 5047 chart, we will find that more varieties. In this chart, it is not there because the sector problems are there. sector problem is the 5047 chart. There the three bearing will find that little different, not too much different, little different is there in all. All will be discussing here generally they don't give the here set is giving, they don't give the rate, set not giving and the rate is giving. That is they generally don't give, and why they don't give, that also we'll discuss later on. Try to understand the current here is the set is given, means direction is given and rate of current not given. ये भी हो सकता है that they have given the rate of current but set not given. Why they don't give it? Because in that case, from the G point will be drawing the, suppose that your 020 is not given and the rate of current is giving 2 knots. Suppose, then what difficulties comes? You have to understand my argument now. Suppose the rate of current is giving 2 knots or 3 knots, anything. And the direction 020 is not given. Then you say that it cannot be solved. It can be solved. But there are two answers comes because of they generally don't give. How then what we'll do? I'll do that from the A point I'll draw the arc. I'll draw an arc. Arc means
दो जगह कट करेगा ना?
Yes, दो जगह में कट करेगा. It will cut an arc like this. If you arc like this, then the current तुम्हारा ऐसा भी हो सकता है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है current. There will be two possibilities. And then if they mention in the current that approximate current direction is your northeast, then I will take the northeast one. And if they mention that current is approximately in the northwest, then we will take the other one. You have to understand this. If they give the arc, rate of current, then I'll get it 1 point here P here and 1 point here Q here. Now current direction can be F to Q also or F to P also. If there will be two answers will be coming. If it is the P is there, that means I'll be transferring the first PL through this P and we'll get a different position. So in that case, we'll be plotting through the position line through the P. And if you get the P, if you get the position, then I get a position here. This is the we get a position here. And if you pass to the Q, then will be your another position will get. So there is ambiguity is there. And because of that, they don't give it. If they give it, there is a one question is there. And 5047 or some chart. The current approximately was, they did approximately northeast direction. Then I will take the FQ. Don't understand. Then your position will be here. Because in a general three bearing problem, they give the set, not the rate. The rate give, they should give the another some hints that which one I should take. So this is anyway, after the break, we'll be seeing that another variation. Another variation very interesting. This is also. So,
excuse me, sir.
सर
ये जो डिस्टेंस रेशियो और टाइम रेशियो जो आया हमारा 2/3 सर, डिस्टेंस में जैसे आपने मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6 कर दिया है डिनोमिनेटर और दोनों को, और रेशियो में मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3 किया है सर, इसका क्या यूज है हमारे पास? मतलब जैसे 4/6 को यूज किया हमने, तो उसके बाद 6/9 भी था.
तुम 6/9 भी यूज कर सकते हो. आई एम जस्ट शोइंग इट, एनी रेशियो यू कैन यूज.
Okay, sir, for that purpose only, that 12/18 also we can use that.
Yes, we can use 12/18 also.
Okay, sir. मतलब कोई स्ट्रक्चर को बड़ा करने के लिए हमने उसको लिया, बाकी
yes, बड़ा करने के लिए 12/18 में बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा.
Yes, sir.
उतना बड़ा don't take too big. 6 by 9, 4 by 6, 2 by 3, 12 by 18 also you can do. Only that it will be the very big plotting.
ओके सर, थैंक यू। वही पूछना था सर कि कुछ और यूज
Only I am just showing you that you can take any ratio, answer will be all same. That is my argument.
थैंक यू सर।
And this is also I have shown that why they don't give the rate generally. It may ambiguity comes. There are two answers comes. Okay, so
इस कंडीशन में दो months नहीं बनेगा, अगर ऐसा कुछ है।
huh?
ऐसा कुछ है सर, करंट और कोई दिया करंट उसमें तो
Yeah, sound is breaking. Sound is breaking. Hey, anybody can hear? Can relay his message?
नो सर, सर साउंड ब्रेक हो रहा है उसका सर।
ठीक है, चल then we'll see that another varieties after the break.